Hey everybody, this is Reviews and More, back with a quick review. This time it's on a Rosewill product. This is one of their mechanical keyboards. This is their K81 Neon, so it's going to have a lot of RGB unicorn vomit. The main thing that's different about this one compared to their other keyboard lineup, which I've actually reviewed before, I believe they reviewed the K85 before, is that there's a neon rim around there that's all LED and glows in all the various colors. The keys do as well, so it just adds to the look if you're looking for something to kind of sync up to your to your computer or your screen. The main thing with this, I'll tell you right off the bat, the price is pretty good. Right now it's at 80 bucks, but I'm sorry, excuse me. Normally it's 80 bucks, but right now on Newegg it's 55 plus I think the shipping's free. So 55 plus some tax, you probably get away with it for about $65 depending on where you're located. Positives about it, feels great, has a good little bit of weight to it, doesn't feel like it's cheap. The cord is a braided cord, so it's fabric, which is kind of nice, and the keys sound very good and have a nice, really tactile switch to them for the gamers out there who really enjoy that. It comes with a detachable pad. Really, there is no attachment way to do that. It's just a little soft pad that comes with it that you can kind of like link up to it. But in just a moment, you'll hear a quick sound test with the internal mic on my camera, so it's not the best quality audio, but it'll give you an idea of the sound you can expect from it right about now. All right, now if you're interested in the software, if you skip to about 11 minutes and 30 seconds ahead in the video, you'll see a demonstration of the software and its use. It's downloaded directly from the Rosewill site, which they will give you a link to inside of the little pamphlet that comes with the product. Here you see me just kind of running through and cycling through all the presets. The presets are set by, I'm going to look at my little pamphlet here. You can hear me flipping through the pages because I don't want to tell you wrong, but just to flip through the basic presets, you hit the function button followed by the delete button. That's going to change 11 modes at the backlight, and if you want to change the rim and the mode, basically that neon circular thing around the keyboard itself, hit the function and then page up and page down. Page down and page up will change the different effects. You can also decrease the backlight speed. You'll see that later on if you watch the portion of the video that's all about how to set up the software, and you can run through it. You'll hear some computer audio, so the audio quality will decrease, but I figured it'd be better to just record it live. So from there, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you know where the next section is that you have to probably watch to really understand what this keyboard can do, because all you're going to see me do here is just cycle through the 11 presets. Nothing too special about them. They're basic, like, you know, the glowing, breathing, heartbeat style, basically changing colors. You can change the speed at which it kind of animates in the back. But if you skip to about 7.5 minutes in, you'll see me explaining the interactive modes as well as altering the functionality of the rim. Altogether, really happy with the product. It's going to go to my child. That's what he wants to have for his computer setup. So he's going to have this and is going to probably enjoy it a lot. I would highly recommend it. It's an in-house brand. It's Newegg's in-house brand. I think Rosewill still kind of has that designation, but it's a budget keyboard. The flaws to it, I would say, is it's just not as good as like a Corsair, like a higher-end keyboard where it might have like a detachable power cord, that kind of stuff. But overall, really happy with it. It looks nice. I'll do a follow-up in about 6 to 8 months because this will be a Christmas present, and I'll kind of let you know how well the keys are holding up, because the key thing with these things is probably what you want to know about: how long will the keys stay good. And that more or less can't be told until later on. In the past, I've had keyboards like this where the WASD buttons and the spacebar get kind of worn off pretty quickly because that paint doesn't stay on forever. And I'll kind of give you a follow-up on that. So the remainder of the video will be just a little bit of cycling through these various elements and then jumping into more details about the software. Again, at 7 minutes and 30 seconds, seeing some more of the light features, and then at 11:26, you'll see a full in-depth display of what the software can do for the manual setup versus the manual setup. Thanks for watching. If you would like to see more of this stuff, go to my channel, like and subscribe, and you'll see more, and it really helps me out. And have a great day. interactive. Insert. Brightness and speed. Function, up arrow, down arrow until it's turned off if you want it to be. And you can turn it all the way back up. If you want to speed up the animation, super fast, down to really slow. Rim effects. Function pause, change the direction around. Super function, you'll see the rotation going back and forth and back and forth. Function 1, this changes the brightness. 3 makes it decrease. Change the speed a little bit. Decrease speed, increase speed is 3, decrease speed is 1. 2 decreases the background brightness. 5 increases it, so it's basically just alternating. So in theory you could turn down everything until it's basically off if you so desired. But we want this thing on. We want it on bright for the testing. One, two, three, 1, 2, 3. All right, so here we have the basic outline of the actual Rosewill software. It will do most everything that can be done manually, including things like changing the speed of the rotation. You're seeing both happen at the same time. Every time you change it, it goes black. All up to fast speed right there. Changing the brightness. I will say there's very little change in brightness overall, but there's off. If you were to have the lowest setting versus the highest setting, you can look at there's a lot more patterns here when you start looking. You can change the aura around, all that fun stuff can be moved around effectively. Tilt gives them all the names, so I can just run through them real fast. There's spectrum. Of course, you can't actually outward, scrolling, rolling. That's the default. Rotating, explode. Not sure what that's all about. Ah, there we go. That's explode. So we got all the various options here, and you can change all the color spectrums that are on here. You can do full color options, so it'll make it a big rainbow monstrosity full of unicorn vomit. Got ripples. Again, changing the color around like full color or something, and you can take care of that and make it all kinds of colors and stuff. You can just turn the whole thing off, turn it back on. You can turn the rim off. You can set the rim to a wave. There is no option to change the color, I will say that. You can change the directional flow, change the speed, make it super fast. All those options there. You have customization options where you can kind of decide what you want to do with them. You can macro, multimedia Windows hotkey, change things around. I don't tend to play around with that too much. Got your lighting again, gaming mode. This is where you kind of disable certain keys, so you might want to disable Windows, Alt F4, sticky keys, that kind of stuff. Things that you shift a lot, you can do that. Macros, I don't mess with macros, but you can set up key bindings and macros for certain games if you want to do that. But it's all contained in here, and you can basically set up new profiles each time, and that way if you have one profile for one game, you can change it around to something else. Just gives you more options. The main reason why you're probably in here is if you want to customize the lighting a little more. That's usually why people download this, because you usually get a little more options in here, a little more user customization. For the most part, however, you do not see a whole lot going on here, but I can user define everything. I can make each key different color. I could set up like gaming keys where the only keys that are lit are the keys I use for gaming, all that fun stuff. But overall, that's about the software and all the little settings you can change in it. But I'm going to switch it back to Spectrum. No, sorry. I like the rotating the best. There we go. And I'm going to change it to full color again. And again, you can always match it to the color scheme you want. But there you go. That's the whole review in a nutshell, guys. For the purpose of this video, I will go ahead and also point out the fact that there are no hot spots on the rim, which was a concern of mine. I was worried to see LED hot spots all along, and I don't. So I'm really happy with how that looks. It really does look kind of like a neon sign. So it's pretty cool.